Welcome to the Raise Your Energy podcast. My name is Linda Lange and I'm your host and energy expert. How many times does something go wrong and ruin the entire day afterwards? Sound familiar to you? We don't always have to reset a day when it goes wrong, but what if we could? What if there are tools out there available to you that you can use to reset your day if you want to? Let's find out. Do you have these days where you are halfway through it and everything seems to go wrong? It might have been just one thing, but everything after that feels kinda off or does not go as smoothly as usual. As if through this one bad conversation or this bad news or a delay in a project, everything else you do afterwards seemed to be cursed. Do you have this sometimes? I still remember these kinds of days from my life as my former self, and when I look back, I would just usually keep going through it throughout the day, most of the time with a bad or foul mood. Just accepting that the day has gone wrong and there is nothing really that I can do about it. When things are going wrong, it has usually a huge impact on our state of being. It impacts us emotionally and it's very hard, nearly impossible to pull ourselves out of that hole that we just fell in. Does that sound familiar to you? Yeah, I bet it does. Sometimes I would force myself to get into a better state of mind to be able to finish the day. But it was always kind of forced and it would cost me a lot of energy and it didn't really work at the end either. It never made me feel better. I might just seem to feel better. It was more of an act where I was wearing a mask, pretending that I was all right. Never would I have thought of resetting my day or that there was a way to start all over without there being minimum a night of sleep in between. Most of the time I would be able to change my mood by having a night of sleep. On most of the time the next morning everything seems to be a bit better. So I thought that if a day has gone wrong, then that day will just stay that. Wrong. Now I know better. Now I know that there is such a possibility to restart your day. In the middle of the day even. We can make a cut in a day that we're living where something went all wrong and start a new day on the same day. Amazing, right? Comparing it to how I behaved in the past, the important point is to do this not forced and under pressure to perform or be happy, but generally being able to stop and restart with a fresh mindset. Really being able to fully let go of what just happened just a few minutes ago or a few hours ago. And to be honest, I'm not telling you this to save the few hours left in your day to be more productive instead of wasting it to a stinky mood. That's what a lot of performance experts would tell you to do. Turn around your day so you can still be productive and effective the rest of your day. And yes, this is of course a result out of being able to reset your day, but that is not my highest intention for you. It's about being able to reset yourself on demand to have a more joyful life. I want you to practice this resetting of your state of being so you can apply it to all areas of your life. If you practice just one or maybe all of the tools that I will share with you today, you are strengthening the muscles of self-empowerment. You will become the master of your mind and your emotions. And that capability goes far beyond changing just this one day. Can you see that? In my former corporate career, we would call that resilience, but I feel that that really undersells it. Now I like to call it being the creator of your life. You have a say in how your day goes. And yes, things can happen to you that you have no control over. But whatever happens, you always have a choice. Do I let what just happened influence me for the rest of the day? Or do I make a different choice and restart my day? And let's be real, okay? Even if you're deciding to give this a go and practice it, it won't work every single time. Or you might not even want to restart your day every time something derails it. Sometimes it's the right thing for you to sit with what has happened, with your thoughts about it, and especially with the emotions. We are humans and not machines. But wouldn't it be nice to have a choice and a tool to restart your day if you like to? So why do these tools work? How do they help you to get out of your funk? The purpose of all of these tools is to disrupt the cycle that you're currently in. Whatever is most disturbed, either your mind, which means you are stuck in thought spirals about the things that derailed your day, or the emotions of the body that keep fueling that situation and keep it chemically and emotionally alive. The thoughts of your mind and the emotions of the body fuel each other to be in a cycle. And that cycle can go on for the rest of your day, days, or even longer if not successfully interrupted. All it takes is to break that cycle. And after the cycle has been broken, not to step back into it. That makes sense, right? So let's talk about these 5 tools that I have tried out before myself and can really recommend. You will probably come up with a favorite one. But for you to find out which one is your favorite, I would advise you to give each one a try. Test drive them. Tool number 1 is priorities check-in. When something happens that derails your day, something you really did not expect to happen or to go wrong, you can lose sight of your priorities, right? That's why the first tool is a check-in, a reflection of your priorities. Reminding yourself of what is important to you or what you plan to experience or achieve that day is a good way to reset your mindset. And that does not always have to do with tasks or to-do lists or responsibilities. On some days, I set myself the intention of having fun that day. That's my only goal on that day. And if something then happens that moves me away into another direction and not having fun anymore, I take a minute to remind myself of my intention for the day. Priorities have a huge meaning for us humans. Making something a priority gives it a lot of energy. So you can use that energy to disrupt that cycle that you dislike and restart your day focused on what is important to you. So that's tool number 1, priorities check-in. The second tool is breathing. Using your breath as a disruptor is so powerful. First of all, you are never without your breath, are you? You can't forget it at home. So you have this tool available to you 24/7. And secondly, it has so many more benefits than just disrupting the current cycle that you find yourself in. Focused and intentional breathing for just 1 or 2 minutes regulates your nervous system back into recovery and restoration. And all of that extra oxygen that will enter your body will help you to see things much more clearly. So let's do it together now. So you learn one breathing technique today. If you can, and if you're somewhere where you can close your eyes, do so. If you feel like it, you can put your left hand onto your heart space. And I will guide you now to breathe on the count of 4 in and out, and just follow my voice. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing in this rhythm if you can, just for a while longer. And when you're ready, come back to me. Okay, this is a perfect reset for your day. I love to use it when I start to work on a project or I want to kickstart my creativity. It helps me to center myself and be fully present. So that was tool number 2, breathing. Tool number 3 is step out of your mind. I use this tool every day, but not so much to reset my day. Thankfully, I hardly have days like that anymore, but I still like this tool for the purpose of stepping out of my mind. And how do I do that? When I feel a bit stuck or I feel creativity disappearing on me, I will step away from my task and do something completely different. As I work from home, these things that I will be sharing with you now might just not work for you in an office environment, but you can find your own way of stepping out of your mind. I, for example, go into the garden and pull weeds out of the ground for 10 minutes. Or I go into the kitchen and for 10 minutes I will just prepare part of the dinner. Or I might tidy up a room or a corner in my home that might just take me 5 minutes. Or I go on a walk with the dog, even if it's just around the block. I do this to step out of my current mindset and break the momentum of those thoughts and emotions. Even if it's just the thought of getting tired and feeling slightly exhausted. I want to disrupt that cycle to be able to start a different one when I come back to my desk and my task. It helps wonders to step back and give your mind just 5 or 10 minutes to recalibrate and recharge. And this tool can be very useful to restart your day. You can set the intention of coming back with a new mindset when you return after 10 minutes of doing something completely different. That way you don't come back to the same cycle that you wanted to leave behind. Now let's talk about tool number 4. You know by now, when I talk about tools, my favorite tool of meditation is not far. And this time it's not any different. So tool number 4 is meditating. Meditation is a perfect reset tool for any situation. It allows you to step out of that cycle of your mind and thoughts and the body and the emotions. I specifically created a Reset Your Day meditation for you to help you restart a day gone wrong. What more perfect way to be guided through a powerful process to achieve it, right? I will link the meditation for you in the information of this episode. And it's available to you in 2 different lengths, depending on how much time you have to reset your day. So try it out next time you feel like you could do with a restart. And the last tool that I have for you is a mantra that I like to use to center myself. I like to use it whenever I feel that my energy is kind of scattered and all over the place. And that's how it can feel like when you're shaken up by something that just happened to you, right? It helps me to bring myself back into the present moment and call back my energy into myself. When I use this tool, I usually feel very calm and focused afterwards. I can then either fully concentrate on something, on my next activity, or change my mindset, shift my mindset to a new mindset. So let's actually do it together now so you can experience it for yourself. I will repeat the mantra 3 times so you can remember the words that I use. I call this my creation mantra because it reminds me that I am the creator of my life. So let's do this. If you are somewhere where you can close your eyes, perfect. Focus first on your breathing to center yourself again. And if you want, you can repeat the words after me, either out loud or just in your mind. I am fully present. I am here and now. I am safe. I am whole. I am open to receive. I call back all the energy that is mine. I let go of all the energy that is not mine to return to where it belongs. I am the creator of my life. I am ready to create. Okay, come back to me. So if you like this tool, if you experienced something nice just now and it really centered you, or you just feel very relaxed and calm now, then you will find the words of this mantra on the blog post of this episode for you to copy it from there and use it at your convenience. So just to remind you of all the 5 tools that we've learned today to restart a day gone wrong. Number 1 was priorities check-in. Stop and reflect on what the priorities truly are on the day. Number 2 was breathing. A tool you always have available to you to regulate your nervous system. Tool number 3 is step out of your mind. Break that cycle by doing something completely different. Number 4 is meditation. Try out the meditation that I created specifically to reset your day. And number 5 is my creation mantra. Use the mantra to center yourself and choose a new mindset. It was a pleasure having you here with me today. Let me know if this was helpful to you. Connect with me via Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, as I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Make sure to subscribe and leave me a thumbs up underneath the video. And with that, I love you and leave you. Talk soon and bye-bye.